What's up, everybody, and welcome to Bricks and Toys. It is way too early in the morning for me to be feeling the way that I am feeling, and that is because I actually had a really fun time last night watching the Edmonton Oilers get their butts kicked by the Las Vegas Golden Knights. If you guys follow hockey, you guys will know that the Edmonton Oilers almost had a record-breaking streak of winning games that would tie the Penguins, I think, back in the 93-94 season. And Vegas took out the trash and handled that, which is really awesome. It was a really fun game. I tied a couple on, and let's just say I'm alive this morning. On top of all of that, yesterday was a kind of a mournful day because we lost a country music icon that I grew up with. He was the soundtrack of all the cars and all the houses while I was a kid, and that was Toby Keith. So, had to tie on a few for Toby Keith. And I just remember growing up and listening to Should Have Been a Cowboy, and when you were a kid, that stuff hit different. But, when I think about Should Have Been a Cowboy, I think about, there's not a lot of Western Lego sets. And, today's video, I think we're going to actually have a Western Lego set that we're going to talk about that is coming down the Bricklink Designer Program. That's what today's video is actually all about, is the Bricklink Designer Program. I learned about this program when it was far too late, and by the time that I saw YouTubers getting their Bricklink Designer sets, it was already like, it's gone. The Bricklink Designer Program, if you guys do not know, is a very exclusive program. Now, they're saying that this program is not as exclusive as programs in the past. This run may not be as special, but I want to handle it as special as possible. So that's why we're up early. We're going to talk about these sets, and I'm going to order 2 out of 5 of these sets because I don't want to miss out, and I want to get a couple of these sets just to have them in my Lego City. And also to say that I took part in an amazing program that I learned about way too late last year. The really cool thing about this program is these sets really retain their value. So at this particular point in time, we have 6 minutes and 53 seconds. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a minute review on all of these sets, and then I'm going to cut the camera, order 2 of these sets, and then I'm going to talk about why I did not order 3 and why I ordered 2. So let's get into a rapid fire review. Let's go ahead and let's start off with the cheapest set. As you guys seen on the timer, we got about 6 minutes. Let's plow through this. It has been a busy morning and a very hungover morning. So here we are. This is the $50 Snack Shack. Now this set, I've done the piece per average on it, and it is 10.78. Not a lot of pictures to talk about on this one, but I really love the beachy detail. I love that little palm tree. I love the cute little Airstream type food truck trailer that they were going with this. I think this is a really cool, like, adult take on a set that would usually be made for Lego City and kids, but here it is on the Bricklink Designer Program. Really freaking cool. Let's go back. Let's hit the next. Here we have the general store. Now this is the old Western type set that I was talking about. We don't get a lot of old Western cowboy type of sets, and this is definitely one that would fit the bill, and it is a real stunner. You can't really see too much going in, but you can see we have, merchandise on the walls. We have money on the counter, merchandise on the shelf. Looks like maybe some cowboy hats. That cool desert cactus right there. Not to mention the stagecoach is really freaking cool. This is definitely one that I really like, and I think it's really nice. Let's keep on trucking over here, and let's go to the next expensive. Now this is one that I just wish that I had room in my Lego City for, but we're going to talk about that at the end of this video. So let's just talk about what we see right here. And by the way, that general store that was $160 actually has on a price per piece of 11.9 cents. Now this set coming in at $230 is actually 10.13 price per piece average. I wish there was more pictures to talk about because this train engine shed is just awesome. I can see me putting a pass-through track right here with a train being in storage here that can, go on the merge tracks, so you can pick and choose what train you want to run. As you guys know, my train is more of a metro train that goes above the city, kind of like a subway, but not subway. There's a name for it. They run them in Chicago and New York. You guys know what I mean. But this is for like cargo trains, old passenger trains. It is really cool. I can see this set pairing up really well with a general store. Go. Oh, crap. It's starting to lag out. So here is a brief interruption. As you guys can tell, the website died. And the reason that it died is just those 4 minutes that I had left to go on talking about those 2 remaining sets. Everybody got onto Bricklink and they started just clicking away to get these sets ordered. So we had to stop the video. I stopped recording and I have purchased my sets. So my sets are, well, not purchased, but pre-ordered. We'll talk about that more at the end of the video. So now, I think the website's working again. I think the flood is evening out. So let's go back into my computer and let's finish these 2 reviews up next. Okay, so there is a big difference in the website from when you guys last saw it. You guys now see this little funded thing here at the bottom. We will talk more about that in a second. So now, the next one I want to talk about is this Parisian Street. Now this Parisian Street is, damn it. Okay, so we're going to actually go on another website because Bricklink is just so busy right now with people trying to get those orders in that I'm not going to be able to finish reviewing these sets really quickly for you guys. So this is going to be the Parisian Street. It is $320. Now, the price per piece on this that I have done is about 11 cents. This is almost the most expensive set you can get from the designer program. Honestly, guys, this one looks really, really amazing. I love all of the styling of this, but my issue with this set is the back here. I don't like the open back. It's just, I feel like so many people would want this for their Lego City, and yet this is what it actually is. Now, this would be very good for, let's say, if you wanted to put it up on a skinny shelf, but I don't see myself ever putting buildings up on a shelf, hence why I have a Lego City. So that's where this one really falls apart for me. I could see people possibly buying 2 of these sets or a lot of the main colors of the blue and the tan to really build a back to this set, because if you could build an honest back and rooms to this set and make it a full, base plate and a half from what it would look like, it would be an incredible set. So the next set and the final set to talk about is the most expensive one out of all of these designer program sets, and that is going to be the Mountain Fortress at $380. Now this set does have a price per piece of about 10.5 cents. Now, I will talk more about the piece counts and everything towards the end of this video. Things are really hectic because I can't go and use my website because it's just crashed. I mean, it's kind of annoying, but there's a lot I want to talk about. That's just more than reviewing the sets from a quick standpoint. Now, this one is one that I really am thinking about, but I'm not sure if I'm ready to pull the trigger on this, but I can see this being a lovely addition to any medieval area in a Lego City, like maybe putting this up high on a mountain. I love all the little flags, all the little details around the windows. I love this little guard-looking thing right here above the gate. This whole thing is just really stunning, and it does look like it does fall in like a wintry setting, and that just adds a whole new layer of looks to it. It does open up. I think the Lion Knight's castle is like that too from Lego. So you can play in it, but you can also close it up and place it in the city, kind of like with the Haunted Mansion. And here is the last look of it. I think it looks incredible, and I can see people overlooking the price of this. Now, let's just get back to the camera and let's talk about these sets a little bit more. Okay, everybody, so that was a nightmare. That was Ozzy Osbourne's Crazy Train. I don't know how any of this is going to translate into the video, or even if it's going to be worth a darn. I have no clue. But the one thing I do have a clue about, because you cannot stall out video of me talking to you, that this next segment of the video is actually going to be coherent. I wanted to go back from the top and down. And now I'm going to tell you what sets that I did order from this program, and hopefully we get these sets in a couple of months. Coming in at number 1 is the Snack Shack. Now that is 539 pieces for $50. Again, like I said, it's about a 10.78 price per piece average. The second is the General Store, coming in at $160 for 1,906 pieces. Again, about 11.9 cents, price per piece average. In the middle, we have the Old Train Engine Shed coming in at $230 for 2,331 pieces, and that is 10.13 price per piece average. The Parisian Street is $320, 3,532 pieces with an 11 cents price per piece. And then finally, we have the Mountain Fortress at $380 with a 3,995 piece count for 10.5 price per piece average. So why do I keep going over these prices? And the biggest thing is, all I have heard from the mainstream YouTubers, the players that's been in the game the longest, is how expensive these sets are. They're so expensive. They're so expensive. They're expensive because they're a demand product and blah, 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 and they're not Lego, but they are Lego, but they're another program. And, I just hear these excuses. Now, I just want to say, how many buildings have we bought and how many buildings have you bought that is 10 cents price per piece average? I can tell you the majority of my Lego collection is that expensive. So I don't think the Bricklink Designer Program is actually all that expensive. With these ones, I think, you can comment down below if I'm not correct, but before, they were limited runs of like 3,000 to 10,000, and you did the pre-order, you waited 6 months, and then you got them, and there was never any more production beyond that. And that drove the value of the Bricklink Designer Program really high. My understanding with this wave is it's 3,000 on the pre-order, and I can tell you Lego expects mine to ship in the 1st of July, so that would be really cool, getting my sets before America's birthday. Sounds awesome. Middle of summer, Bricklink Designer sets. Summer is very slow with Lego reviews, so that will work perfect for the channel. But the thing is, it has to be funded first. So all 3,000, to my understanding, has to be ordered in order for that to happen. But if it does happen, what are you doing, sir? You need to relax. My cat is going nuts in the background. So if it does get funded and it does ship and everything goes perfectly to plan, like they're hoping on all of this, what will happen is there will be a run of, I believe, 30,000 sets open to the general public. So I really think because of this, as I don't think that's what they did before, I don't think these sets will be as valuable as the prior Bricklink Designer sets. But, one really good thing to note is, regardless, these sets are different. They are not Lego created sets. These are fan created sets that Bricklink has decided to fund and put into production. So it's kind of like Lego Ideas 2.0 in my opinion. So the ones that I did order is going to be the Snack Shack and the General Store. So I did get the 2 cheapest sets. You can call me a cheap ass. It is what it is. The reason I only got those 2 sets is very, very simple. And it does not have to do with money, even though it is a good thing because we don't really have a lot of money for the channel right now. The Mountain Fortress. Like I said, I do want to put a castle up on a hill when we get to that point. You guys are about to watch the building series of the Lego tables. You guys are going to see the room that we have to put a medieval area and a camping area in the Lego city. You guys are going to love when those videos come out. They're really cool to see what we're doing with the Lego city. So when I get to the medieval area of the Lego city, the Mountain Fortress, Lion Knight's Castle, or making my own castle by that time, it's going to be something that I'm going to want to do on a mountain. But right now, $380, not really worth spending if it's just going to sit on a shelf, say like Eldorado Fortress. The Parisian Street. Again, I would have to spend the $320 for the set and another few $100s in bricks to actually bring it into a full-size modular building that's like a base plate and a half wide. So again, and on top of that, I have the Parisian Street modular building. So that would be redundant. So easy pass, easy pass. The old train engine shed, now if I had a larger Lego city where I had lots of trains, and say this was passing through the old part of town versus the new part of town, say the forestry area to the mainland, this would be an awesome set. Again, that one is one of those that I'm probably going to kick myself for not buying, but it's not the time and I don't want to spend the money on something that's just going to have to sit until I can use it. And then there's the two that I did buy. And I bought the Snack Shack because it is, like I said, it's an adult type set that we would usually get for kids in the Lego City. So it's more finished. It looks like an Airstream trailer. It's really cute. And I cannot wait to see about placing that somewhere on the beach or maybe in between. So, you know, just a cool little restaurant stop for, you know, the beach minifigures and all of that. And then there's the general store. And I think the general store, its aesthetic will look really freaking sweet with the old fishing store. So we have the old fishing store, then we have the general store. We'll put them kind of far apart from each other. Again, you guys are about to see the videos where all of this stuff's going to start happening within the Lego City. And I really think that's going to look really cool in the general area of the forest / beach / ocean, kind of like in the middle of all of that. So you guys may have already just caught something that I said and compared it to something that I already said, and I'm just going to confront that head on. And that is, I clearly said that I don't want to get sets like the train engine shed because I don't have a place for it right now. Well, neither do I have a place for the two sets that I did order. But there's a big difference in spending $230 on a pre-order versus $400, $500 on a pre-order. That's the hardest part about these sets is more than likely you will be refunded your pre-order money, and then when those sets ship in July or August, so when they ship those sets, you will be charged. So you have to manage that money in your account at all times. And if you're a person with ADHD or a limited budget, it's just way too sketch. And I had to do this a very particular way, but I think I figured it out to make sure that I have the money put down today. When they refund it, it'll go back, and then when they take it out, it'll be there for them. I literally had to think about 3 days on how to Lego launder the money to make sure that it's there and ready. So that is one of the biggest things when buying these sets is you want to make sure that you have the money, that you are going to get the money back, and you're going to have to give the money back when they ship the set 6 months from now. So that is like the biggest thing is how much money do you want to put out that you're going to have to track. So I don't really have too much more to say. I think I might have left a few things out that I wanted to mention, but like I said, I tied a few on last night. My water bottle is my friend. I'm just trying to get through the morning. My garage door broke, and now I got to go figure out why my garage door opener is not opening. So I have to get out there and get life going. So that is it for today's video. I want to say, if you guys want to help fund the Lego Madness and the Bricklink Designer Program, you guys can by just hitting that thanks button. When you do that, you can leave a little donation. Everything goes to Lego all around me. If that's not your vibe and you guys want to support the channel, just hit that subscribe button. As always, you can share and like the videos. I super appreciate it. You could do that by interacting with the video on a laptop or a phone. Completely up to you guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope everything came out coherent. Like I said, I tied a few too many on last night watching the Oilers get their record hopes broken, which was awesome because Golden Knights, woohoo. So with that, thank you for watching. We'll see you on the next one, which I believe will be the review of the Kingfisher bird. So hope to see you over there.